Hi, this is Ii Weisbrod. I'm with the Shine Yoga Teachers Collective in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we are going to practice Empowered and Embodied Yoga, and we're focusing on our liver today. So before we get started, I read this disclaimer. This video does not offer medical advice. Please stop any activity that causes pain or difficulty breathing. If that happens and it persists after you've stopped, please seek medical attention. So the liver has both physical function as well as emotional function. We're going to focus on liver, which includes your gallbladder today. So where is it located first within your body? So if you place your right hand basically in the middle and then slide just a little bit over to the right here, your liver is underneath your rib cage. It's basically right about here, and it's about as big as your hand. The gallbladder is to the back of it a bit, and it's quite small, maybe half the size of your thumb or your thumb. So that's where it's located. You're going to bring your mind's eye to this part of the body as we move, and just explore what it feels like, any sensations that you have, whether it's physical or emotional or ideas that come up, colors, shapes, memories, things like that. So your liver basically is your metabolic powerhouse for your body. It's full of different enzymes. They break down fat, carbohydrates, protein, and generates energy for the body. Your gallbladder is what stores and concentrates the bile acids, which helps in that digestion of the fats. The emotional function. So your liver and gallbladder are largely associated with our willpower, with our determination, and also anger, resentment, frustration, aspects like this. So as you move around, it is possible, and students experience this regularly, where they will feel angry. So if that happens to you, know that that is normal, and two, that it's okay. We are exploring this today. How do you feel, when you're focusing on this part, and what's in there? What could be released? What should be released? What is your body communicating to you, and what is about? So I had a couple quotes I want to read to you. So one of them is that as you start to think about and feel and experience your liver, to be aware that depression is anger turned inward. So if you do notice that you do have depression sensations, or that you are especially angry, that depression can be anger turned inward, and to really take a close look at that and allow it. Allow yourself to explore it, acknowledge it, and then of course to accept that it's there. Another one is, let's see, as we balance our determination, so the emotion from the liver about this willpower that we have, we balance that with the heart, that's courage. So heart, la cour, the heart, courage, inspired by this inspiration, the determination and willpower of that liver. So one more thing, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. So again, acknowledge it if you experience that emotion, whether it's depression, anger, frustration, resentment, and it is totally safe for you to explore that today in the confines of your own abode and online. So these classes, as we start to move into poses, are designed for advanced beginners, intermediates, and adept yogis. If you are completely new to yoga, we will be doing some more strenuous poses that might be difficult, and I don't want you to get hurt. So please be careful and follow the best alignment that you can, and if anything does hurt as you're moving around, please stop and back out of that, okay? So here we go. We're going to start just bringing the mind's eye, the attention to this part of the body. We're going to practice a type of breathing called Kapalabhati. And so we're going to take the diaphragm here and suck it in sharply. So if you watch my hands when I demonstrate, so you can see that I'm pulling the muscles of the belly inward very sharply, and that just naturally causes that exhale to be sharp and quick. So we're going to do that 10 times in repetition. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to take a pause, take a deep breath, and then we're going to do it again. So we're going to go through that process 3 times. Okay. So as you're ready, sitting up tall, long, straight spine, you can put your hand on your belly or not, totally up to you, and just play around with it. I'm going to leave my hands here so you can see the movement. Take a deep, full breath. And begin again. Deep breath. And again. Deep breath. So this was just to bring oxygen into our system and also to help us start to be aware of this part of the body. We're going to move to the mat. And for today's class, you will need 2 blocks, a blanket, and a strap, and your mat. So coming down, let's just start in all fours, hands and knees, Virabhadrasana. Notice with your mind's eye where your liver is in your body. And as you move up and down in this cat-cow pose, notice where your liver is. Base of the rib cage, right side center, in the back and in the front. Two more breaths. Deep, full breaths. Good. And release. We're going to come into gate pose. So taking one foot over to the side and just coming into a tabletop position. Press through that foot. Long spine, deep breath, coming into Ujjayi breathing, diaphragmatic breathing makes a sound through the nasal passages as you breathe. Coming up, continue with gate pose, hand on your leg. We're going to lean toward that leg. Breath in, extend the spine. Breath out, settle into the foot, down through the grounding cord. Deep, full breath. And release. Hand comes to the floor. You can be on fingertips, flat hand, or a block, and reach to the other side. Long extension. Pressing into that outside foot, reaching shoulder, spine with a breath in, and settling down, relaxing with a breath out. And release. Let's come to switch sides. Other foot out. Just press into the foot. Long, straight spine. Deep breath, Ujjayi. And coming up, hand onto your leg and lean over toward the leg. So we're leaning to stretch the side with the arm over, but we want to think about really leaning the spine, leaning the top of the head out past and over your foot. And release. Hand comes to the floor, lean the other way. Big, long stretch from the foot through the fingers, and then from the tailbone through the top of the head. Lengthen the spine, breath in, and ground and settle, breath out. And release. Coming back to hands and knees, we're going to practice and play around with Simhasa, lion's pose. So we kind of hunker down in the back, Take a deep breath. We're going to stick the tongue out to the chin and cross the eyes and make a sound with your breath. Once more. Good. Release. We're gonna come back, bringing the right leg forward, coming into a low lunge. Anjaneyasana. Blocks on either side, directly under your shoulders, leaning the hips forward. Breath in, the spine extends. Breath out, ground through the feet, the knee, your grounding cord. Deep, full breath. You're welcome to put your hand onto your leg instead of the block. You're also welcome to play around with the left arm if you wish. It can come behind your head, in front of you, to the side, whatever feels good as you just move through the shoulder joint. Breath in, extend the spine, lean the heart back, lean the liver back as you lean the hips down and forward. We're going to twist, moving the left arm over your right leg. Deep, full breath. Hands can be together in prayer, or hands can be open. Breath in, spine extends. Breath out, ground. Feel the liver. The mind's eye is going to keep coming back to the liver as we take these deep, full breaths. Whatever the pose is that we're doing, mind's eye to the liver. We're going to switch legs. Right leg goes back, right leg goes forward, coming into Anjaneyasana. Low lunge on the other side. First, settle through the feet, the knee, and the grounding cord. Lower the flesh of your hips closer to the floor. Breath in, extend the spine, lean that liver back, lean the heart back. You can move the hands into different positions to be more supportive. The hand might be on your thigh, a block, maybe you're by a wall or a bed or a chair. The right arm comes up. Deep breath. And twist. Right arm over the left leg, open up. So make sure you've got both shoulders going back, long straight spine. Hands can be together or apart. Feel the liver, mind's eye on the liver, twisting. And release. Stepping forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. Blocks in front of you under the shoulders, breath in, half forward bend, breath out, full forward bend, Uttanasana. Alternate with the breath. Ujjayi. And releasing. Bending your knees, hands to your thighs, roll through the spine to come up with your breath in. And release. And standing breath. Just rest here. Deep, full breaths and feel yourself on the inside. Feel the breathing, the heartbeat. Find any points of tension in your joints, your shoulders, your hips, knees, spine. Just notice those points, acknowledge, allow them. Accept that they are there and see with deeper breathing and consciousness to those spots that they can loosen. Feel your liver, this location, right side, bottom of the rib cage, center to the right, a little bit more in the front, but also in the side and back. And just notice the mind's eye exploring there. Any sensations? Breathe in, reach up. Uttanasana, forward bend, breath out. 2 breaths. And as you're ready, moving the blocks back to your feet, right leg steps back, high lunge. Blocks are right under the shoulders. Breath in, the spine extends long. Breath out, settle. Ground through the feet and the grounding cord. Right hand stays on your block, left arm comes up and reach. However your arm moves is fine. Keep it in one position or move it around. Feel the liver. Imagine the liver. Release. Blocks come forward, coming into a plank, Kasana. On your knees to start. Finding your long, straight spine. Breath in, extends. Breath out. Settle through the hands, through the knees. Rolling the shoulders back, inside of the elbow faces forward. Find your liver. Mind's eye checks in again. Deep, full breath, and where's that liver? What does it feel like? What am I noticing about it? Maybe there's heat, maybe there's density, maybe there's an emotion or a memory. Maybe there's nothing, maybe it's just somewhere here on the right. And lower to the floor slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the legs back, interlace your hands, Salabhasana, Locust Pose, breath in and lift, breath out, settle. Continuing with Ujjayi breathing, deep full breath. Feel there on the right side where you're coming up off the ground, very close to where your liver is located. Release your knees, your feet, allow the legs to be soft on the ground, offering you a nice grounded foundation. 2 more breaths. And release. Pushing up through a knee plank. Breath in and back into down dog. Parsvakonasana. And feeling the hands connected into the floor fully outer rotation of the upper arm so that inside of the elbow faces forward. We're taking these deep, full breaths that fill the lungs underneath your shoulder blades. And find your liver. You're welcome to move your knees around, bending one leg, bending the other. Now coming into three-legged dog. So right foot stays down, left leg reaches up. Big, long, straight line from your right hand, shoulder, to your left hip and out through the ankle and bottom of your foot. Big, long reach, balanced between the left and right sides with your weight. Bending the knee at the top. You can look under your armpit, lean the knee back behind you. You can rotate at the ankle if you wish. And release. Switching sides, left foot down, right leg comes up. First, give yourself this long line, left hand and shoulder, reaching through right hip joint, right ankle and foot. Then bend your knee, and twisting the lower part of the body to turn. Rotating at the ankle. And release. Right leg steps forward, lunge. Long, high lunge. Settling through your feet, grounding cord. Left hand stays on the block, right arm comes off. Move your arm. However it wants to play, play. Deep breathing, Ujjayi. Mind's eye finds your liver. And release. Stepping forward, Uttanasana, forward bend. Breath in, the spine extends, half forward bend. Breath out, fold, full forward bend. Loose knees, little soft knees. Just making sure that we're not locking the legs or the arms in any way to allow energy to flow through the body, through those joints. Bending your knees, hands to thighs, rolling up, breath in. Mind's eye on your liver. Standing breath. And check in. We traditionally have hands in front in prayer, samasthiti, but that is not necessary. You can play. You can open up the arms. Feel your spine. Rotate the upper arms so that your arms can open. Deep breath coming inside the entire rib cage, not just the top, but all the lungs in the back, the sides, and in the front. Feeling that liver with the mind's eye, sensing on this right side, liver and gallbladder. Just notice physical sensations, emotional sensations, mental images. Just play with it. And breathe in, reach up. Fold Uttanasana. Deep, full breath. Left leg reaches back, high lunge. Blocks move under the shoulders. First, just extend. Reach the spine, so tailbone reaches towards your left heel. Pull through the lumbar spine, thoracic spine, cervical spine of your neck, and reaching out through the crown of the head. Long, straight, beautiful extension with that breath in, settling with that breath out. We're going to switch the positioning of the feet. Back foot turns flat. Right foot moves so that the heel is in line with the back arch, and we're going to come up into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So start off coming to the center. So hips dropping down. Imagine that grounding cord dropping down. We have equal weights between right and left legs, and we're centered in the middle. Find your liver. Deep, full breath, and then extend the arms. Notice the power that you feel when we draw from the liver. Deep breath. Reverse warrior, left hand onto your leg. Keep bending the right knee. Extend through the spine, reaching through the head. Feel the liver, mind's on the liver. Release, side angle pose. Parsvakonasana, forearm on your thigh, and reach. Breath in, that full extension of the spine as if you had a string on the top of the head, pulling yourself long, pressing into that back foot. You can play with this left arm. It could come behind you. You can twist. It can come straight up. Take deep, full breaths that you have this expansion within the rib cage. Release. Your hand comes to your block, coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Deep breath. Feel your liver. Can always play with the arm. And release. Coming into plank, Kumbhakasana. Full plank this time. You're always welcome to come onto your knees. Deep breath. Feel your liver. Gallbladder. You can move around in your plank if you want, rocking side to side, forward and back, or just stay in the same place. Lower slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra Bhujangasana. Breath in, the spine lifts. Breath out, we lower. Find your liver. Roll around, play with your cobra. Imagine the snake. Notice your liver. And release. Back through a plank into down dog. Loosen your knees. Left leg steps forward. High lunge. Blocks on either side. Just start off in your high lunge. Lengthen, find your stability. Anchor through both feet and grounding cord. Extend the spine long. Ujjayi, deep breath. Releasing, spin your back foot flat, reposition your front foot. So again, the heel intersects the arch. We're coming up into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Find your center first. That you have equal weight on both feet, right and left. But as you're ready, find your liver, and extend. Deep breath. Notice the sensations when you focus on your liver. Feeling of power, strength, determination, possibly anger. Right hand on your leg, reverse warrior. And releasing, moving into side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Reach from the right foot through the side, through the right arm, but reach the spine. Reach from the tailbone through thoracic, cervical, top of the head, big long reach. Deep breath, find your liver, mind's eye. Move your right arm however you wish. You can come behind the back, you can twist. It can come straight up, or it can be over your ear. Releasing, block comes outside your left leg, moving into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Deep, full breath, extend the spine. Fill all of your lungs with air. So you feel that extension between the shoulder joints. There's so much air in the lungs between them. And feel your liver. You can play with the arm if you wish. Release. Calming down into a plank. Deep breath. Remember, you can always be on your knees if that feels better for you today. Mind's eye on your liver. Deep, full breath. And lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cobra again, this time with the fingertips off your mat. Roll around. Feel your liver, find your liver. Just keep checking in for that general location. Where is it? Notice what you sense as you move. Remember, you can roll around, roll one shoulder back, then your other shoulder. You can move your head. You can even bend your knees, flex your feet. And release, pushing up through a plank. Back into down dog. Settling in to your feet and hands, little bend in the knees, open the space between the shoulder joints. Deep, full breath. Allow the shoulder blades to slide down your back towards your hips. Liver, find your liver. Looking up at your hands, hop or step forward, Uttanasana. Two breaths. Ujjayi. And release and roll up. Standing breath. We're going to do several standing breaths. Imagine as if you're pulling energy from the earth through your legs into the hips and up into your liver. So that's your breath in. With your breath out, flush it back down through the grounding cord between your legs. So breathing in, bring it through the legs, hips, into the liver. Breathing out, release whatever's there back down through the grounding cord. 5 breaths like this. Two more. And check in how you're feeling. What do you notice? Deep breath. Check your shoulder joints and hip joints, knee joints, relax them. Whatever feelings you're having inside, notice those. Some people have physical sensations, some might see colors or smell different scents. Or nothing and you just feel strong. Breathe in, reach up. Utkatasana chair, bring the arms down. Move the arms as you wish. Feel the power coming from the liver up through your throat, your head, your arms. Coming from the liver down through the torso and the legs into the ground. We're going to put the right hand onto your left leg. Put weight onto your left foot. Move your right leg back. Lunge. Spin the back foot flat, Virabhadrasana 1. Play with your arms, move them around. We're going to do some touches down. So the right hand might come to your leg, your shin, your ankle, or the floor, and then comes back up. Do what you want with your left hand. Deep breath, use the breath. Breath in, we reach up. Breath out, we come down. Find the liver. 2 more. And release. Coming to the inside of the leg, bringing the knee down. Reposition the foot as you need to come into the inside of this left leg. You can stay up on the hands, you can bend the elbows, coming onto the forearms, either on the floor or onto blocks. Breath in, extend the spine. Breath out, settle. Find your liver. Release. We're going to come onto a forearm plank. You can stay on the blocks or be on the mat itself, but bringing the leg back, you're on knees and forearms. For those who want more core work, you can come up onto the toes. Breathe deeply, find your liver. Roll the shoulders back, deep, full breath. Liver. And release and come down. Belly to the floor. Lengthen out your feet. Give yourself a little break. Crocodile. One hand on top of each other, forehead to your hands. Deep, full breath. Feel the liver as you breathe and rest. Coming up into bow pose, we're going to reach back and grab your foot or your ankle if you can. Flex the foot if you can. Breath in and lift, breath out, settle down. You can pull the feet away from the head. Make sure that you have a little bit of a pike in your hip, that you're not pressing the hips down flat into the floor. Protect the lower back, lengthen the lower spine. Up and down. And now, if you would like, you're going to play roll to one side. So coming on to, I'm on my left, reach the feet back. And release, roll back to the center and go to the right. Move the head around, lean the shoulders back, lean the knees back. And release to center. And unwrap. Hands to your sides, breathe in, press up through a knee plank, and back into down dog. Ujjayi. Liver, grounding cord. Looking up at your hands, hop or step forward, Uttanasana. Two breaths. And roll up. standing breath, pull from the ground. And check in. Notice your liver. Notice any points of tension and connect them and try to loosen them. And breathe in, reach up. Utkatasana chair. We're doing the other side. Play with the arms. Mind's eye on this liver. From the liver extending through the upper body. From the liver extending down the body. Left hand onto your left leg. Shift weight, right leg. Come and shift weight onto the right leg. Left leg comes back. Lunge. Virabhadrasana, one back foot spins flat. We're going to move with this left arm. So the left arm might just tap the leg and come back. It might touch your shin or the floor. Breathe. Breath in is the reach. Breath out is the descent. Play with the right arm. One more. And coming to the inside of this right leg, knee comes down, forearms onto your blocks. Reposition this right leg as you need to. The knee is close to your shoulder and coming down for your hip stretch. Breath in, the spine extends. Breath out, settle the whole body closer to the floor. Hips down, heart down, liver down. Deep breath, mind's eye on your liver. Releasing, take the right leg back, coming into your knee plank, forearm plank. And again, you can have knees down or knees up. 5 breaths. Find your liver, long spine, deep breaths, Ujjayi. Release. Coming back into child's pose, Balasana. Knees come apart. Deep, full breaths. Feel your whole lungs, all the lobes moving with this air. Feel your liver, sense your liver. Look, explore in that right side, bottom rib cage, liver and gallbladder. Where is it? What does it feel like? What does it do? What's it communicating to me? Coming up into a dolphin pose. You can have hands flat down or hands interlaced, but you're on the forearms, knees come up into a pike. You can bend the knees. And for those who wish, you can use this to practice a headstand prep, bringing the toes closer and closer to the elbows, maybe balancing on the toes, maybe picking up your legs and coming into a headstand. Releasing, coming back down to your knees. Down dog. Or child's pose, you choose. Coming onto your knees, sitting back on your toes. Check that the little baby toes go forward, stretching out your feet. Deep breath, Ujjayi, find your liver. As you breathe, this deep, full diaphragmatic breathing, and you feel this diaphragm moving up and down, the belly rounding. Notice where that connects in, hits the bottom of the liver, top of the liver, sides, back, and front. And release. We're gonna play with the Kasana, coming into a boat pose. So Navasana pose. So you are welcome to play around in any of these, whatever level that you're at or ready for today. So for Bakasana, crow pose, hands are shoulder distance apart. We have this outer rotation of the upper arm. Shins go on the tricep muscles, and you might just balance. Find your heart, find your liver, and extend that forward. You might pick up the feet. Breathe. Then we put the feet back down, roll into your boat pose, which could be all the way down. It could be partially up, and you can also hold on to the knees or the shins. And then cross the feet, come back over, come back into Bakasana, crow pose. Take as much time as you want to alternate between these two poses several times. Rolling back. Crossing the legs. Find your liver as you're moving. Find the liver. Where is it in these poses? How does it help you? One more cycle through. Whatever you're playing with, just play. And release from your seat. We're going to open up, big wide legs. Get a drink of water as you need. We're going to fold forward. So the pants, the waistband of your pants, where your belly button is, this is what comes forward as we lean forward. Just have fingertips on the floor in front. We're going to flex the feet and open up all your toes. You can have a bend in the knee. For a lot of people, that's going to feel more comfortable. Some people like to put a block under the belly or the rib cage, and that feels good to them. We're bending right at the hip joint, not so much in the lower back, trying to keep a flat back, and just come down as far as you wish. Breath in, extend, and breath out, lower that liver closer to the floor. Ujjayi, deep breath. Bringing yourself back up. Coming into fire log pose. Agni Strambhasana. We're going to put the left leg on the bottom, right leg on top. So for some people, we're going to try to get the ankle onto the knee. If that is not possible for you, it is totally okay to put your foot more on the shin. Just make sure you have feet flexed. You can also have the bottom leg straight, okay? Those are all your options. Wherever you choose to be, we're stretching this back hip, the piriformis muscle, long, straight spine. Place your hands wherever it's comfortable. A lot of people like to put them on the feet. It helps them remember to flex the feet. Breath in, extend, breath out. Perhaps we come forward a little bit, again, leading with your belly button, not your nose. Relax the legs. Relax through your hips. Find your liver. Good. We're going to put the left hand onto your knee, so the opposite leg, and twist. Start twisting in the spine, low in the body. Find the sacrum, find your hip bones, find the sphere of the grounding cord. And turn your liver toward the back. And release. Switch sides. So again, you can have ankle on top of the knee, or your shin, or the bottom leg can be straight. Wherever you are, the belly leads you coming forward. Breath in, long, straight spine. Breath out, ground through the hips, ground through the grounding cord. Find your liver. Releasing, right hand comes to your opposite knee and twist. Now your liver is moving forward to help with your turn. Settle the hips down. Find the sacrum, move through the lumbar spine. thoracic spine, cervical spine, and turning the liver toward the front. And release. Unwrapping. We're going to put the foot close to the groin, other leg is straight. Turn toward your straight leg and fold. This time we're going to round the back. So as if you're putting the top of the head onto your knee. Release. Place your right hand on the inside of your leg and lean the spine over. Again, the top of the head is dropping toward the leg, but now we're turning to the side, curling the spine as if it's in the letter C. You can have your left hand just on your rib cage or your hips. It can be straight up in the air, or it can come over your ear. Flex the foot. Some people might touch the toe. That's not the goal, though. The goal is to curl your spine. We are compressing the liver on this right side. Release and come up. And feel that. Good. Switch sides. First, bending over toward your straight leg, we're rounding the back, curling the spine. Deep breath. Foot is flexed, toes are open. Release. Left hand comes to the inside of your leg and turn to the side. Curl the spine to the side. Right arm comes up. Deep breath, Ujjayi. And release and come up. And feel the effect of that. Coming onto your back. We're going to use this strap. And if you don't have a strap, a sock works. A long sock or a hand towel or a tie. So first, your left leg is flat on the floor. Your right leg is going to come up toward the ceiling. And I'd like you to start by holding onto each side of your strap and bring the foot closer toward the floor side. We are not pulling the leg over the chest. We want the leg away from the body to start, from the torso. Slowly, you're going to pull both right and left hands down to anchor this femur bone of your thigh into your hip socket. So we do not go past 90 degrees here. We're trying to just pull the leg bone into the joint. Breathe. Find your liver. Imagine as if there was a connection between your liver and your hip joint, like a little line. Move your foot a little bit over the body, about 6 inches, 10 centimeters over to the left. So it's a slight diagonal with your leg. Again, we're pulling the bone, leg bone into your hip socket. Liver, breathing. Release, leg back to the center, take off the strap, bend your knee, and lengthen it on the floor. Close your eyes and feel the effect of that sequence. Notice what's different. Good. Right leg flat on the floor, foot is flexed. Strap around your left foot. So starting off with the leg away from the torso. Slowly bring it forward and stopping before you get to that 90-degree mark. Pull with both sides of your strap or your sock or your towel. Pull that femur bone, the thigh bone, into the hip socket. Breathe deeply. Notice your liver. Imagine as if there were a line from the liver into your left hip joint. Allow the leg over to drift to the right, 6 inches, 10 centimeters. And again, pull the leg bone into the hip socket at this diagonal. Deep breath. Liver. And release. Leg to center, bend your knee, take the strap away. Leg comes onto the floor. Notice what happened in the body. You're welcome to stay here and come into Shavasana or do any other final poses that you might like. Happy baby, twists, halasana, plow pose are all common poses that people like to do at the end. It's also fine for you to just tuck the shoulder blades under and rest in Shavasana now. As you settle in to that final pose, Shavasana, notice your liver. And also notice on your left side, the other side. Bring some attention to balance this other side where your stomach is, your spleen, the pancreas in the center. And draw a circle inside your body with your mind's eye to balance these sides. Imagine all of that falling away and your whole body grounding, rooting into the earth, as if it could dissolve into her. Take a deep breath and move the fingers to toes. And let's roll over onto your left side. As you're ready, pushing yourself up with your hands, coming to sit. I'd like you to put your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your liver. And close your eyes. Long, straight spine, relaxed breath. Underneath your hands, 2 or 3 inches in, imagine that there's a channel that connects your heart to your liver. That they send each other messages. Ground. this connection between the heart and the liver acknowledges our determination, willpower, anger, frustration, resentment, whether suppressed or at the surface. And this compassion, this love of the heart with respect, merges with this and gives us balanced inspiration and courage. Thank you for making this practice part of your life, benefiting yourself and all those around you.